Here's a bombshell that's shaking up Washington. John Bolton, once a key figure in Donald Trump's inner circle and now one of his fiercest Republican critics, has surrendered to authorities after being indicted on charges of mishandling classified information. But here's where it gets controversial. This isn't just about Bolton's actions. It's part of a broader pattern of Trump's critics facing legal scrutiny, raising questions about political motivations. Let's break it down. On Friday, Bolton turned himself in to face federal charges filed by the Justice Department in Maryland. The indictment, handed down by a grand jury, accuses him of violating the Espionage Act by transmitting and retaining highly classified information. Specifically, Bolton is charged with sending diary entries containing sensitive details about his time as National Security Advisor to two unnamed individuals who lacked security clearances. And this is the part most people miss. These entries weren't just casual notes. They included descriptions of secure settings and classified national defense information. This marks the third time in recent weeks that the Justice Department has pursued criminal charges against one of Trump's critics. When asked about the case, Trump dismissed Bolton as a bad guy, though he claimed ignorance of the specifics. Bolton, meanwhile, has vowed to fight the charges, calling them an attempt to expose Trump's abuse of power. The investigation gained traction during the Biden administration, fueled by disclosures that alarmed the U.S. intelligence community. The Justice Department typically pursues Espionage Act cases when aggregating factors are present: willful mishandling of classified information, large volumes of sensitive data, disloyalty to the U.S., and obstruction. According to the indictment, Bolton meticulously documented his daily activities, often handwriting notes on yellow pads before transferring them to digital documents, a practice that prosecutors argue crossed legal lines. Bolton's defense? His lawyer, Abby Lowell, insists the charges are baseless. Lowell claims the diary entries in question are unclassified, shared only with Bolton's family, and known to the FBI since 2021. Keeping diaries isn't a crime, Lowell stated, drawing parallels to other public officials throughout history. But here's the counterpoint. Even if the information wasn't technically classified, did Bolton's actions jeopardize national security? That's the million-dollar question sparking debate. The indictment also highlights Bolton's use of personal email accounts and a group chat to share these notes, a practice that continued even after he left the White House. For instance, 2 weeks after his departure, he exited a messaging group where he'd shared over 1,000 pages of notes. Critics argue this shows a reckless disregard for protocol, while supporters see it as a witch hunt. What's undeniable is the timing. The investigation began in 2022 under Biden, predating Trump's potential return to office. Inside the Justice Department, the case is viewed as stronger than recent prosecutions of figures like James Comey and Letitia James. But here's the bigger question. Is this a legitimate pursuit of justice or a politically motivated crackdown on dissent? Weigh in below. What do you think?